all of creation is designed for a little book. God, who created the entire universe, everything that you see, that you know, he knows what you're thinking right now. He has tilted the history of the world, modern day, all of it, to have one book written. That's how important this book is. The book explains the mystery of God. Not a religion, but actually explains how it works, the whole system. Now, me, I'm on a bike that, well, let's just say I've lost everything that I have, except maybe a few possessions, like some little furniture or whatever from my old one-bedroom apartment, tiny place. But I am in the process of finishing this book. Not, one moment, not writing it, but finishing it. It's already been published, but the first version that got published is kind of whack. It is whack, because you either explain the system of God or you don't. And once you explain the system of God, you're outlining, here's the tough part, here's where you're gonna have to work through every inner demon, about every institution, about every person that ever screwed you over, about anyone else in the world except for me. Me, I'm just one guy on a bike who solves the mystery of God. That's the point. I can't be with an organization, or I can't be with a government or a corporation, whatever it is, a family. I'm all alone on this. So if you believe in me, you can vet me as I, in the book, totally shame myself. I eat so much shit. I tell the truth about everything. My background's terrible. But anyway, I tell the truth and I explain the mystery of God. And what's so crazy is all the graven images, anything created, tweaked, sculpted by man, video footage, not just showing a dude on his bike, at the 7-Eleven who cracks the fucking code because God allowed it to happen, not me. I'm just the guy reporting the events. He gets full credit. But I got to write the book. And unless you write the book, it means nothing. Plenty of people have felt divine, they felt heaven, maybe not divine, that's the wrong word. They felt euphoric, colors have seemed brighter, fuller. They could never explain what they were feeling because they weren't the anointed one. The anointed one goes through the same little process, but is able to get into heaven, kick the tires on the bitch, and show you how, or act as an example as to actions you can take because you record your story, and God gets full credit for you getting to heaven. You write it in a book so it's cogent for the world to understand, even though it challenges ideas and beliefs and socioeconomic, geopolitical constructs. It's written down, the mystery of God solved. It can be backed with data, and we vet the 10 Commandments as they apply to everyone's lives on earth. As you record your journey to go from wherever you're at now, thinking about, I am the guy with the crappy bike who admits to everything. And all I'm going to tell you is what I'm going to say now, is that you can take the journey to heaven too. And it's really simple. Really simple. There is absolute endorsement of the concept of climate change in the Bible. This is our foe, as described in the book of Revelation. And the first people, how do I say this? It's a land grab, guys. Once you read this book, you get a decision. Do I want to be a hero and see the face of God following just a little structure to have your own journey that I don't even have to be a part of? And when you get to heaven, you understand what you're going to be experiencing or dealing with, adjusting to. So I'm telling you, it's safe. On the other end of it, you're going to have to continue to work, but the work is, it's heaven. You're going to do what you love because there's a spot for you. And it's different than my spot. My spot's the guy on the bike writing the book. Your spot is something else. You wouldn't be in heaven if you were the guy on the bike writing the book. Too much pressure. Because you have to vet heaven in your brain while simultaneously, how do you say it, adhering to a system that you know is broken because of what's backed up in the Bible, where it speaks of climate change. You know the outcome because you're the guy writing the book. Everything's already kind of told to you in advance. But you got to write the book. The point of the video is this. Dear God, man, I'm sorry. And I'm lazy. I'm sorry for being lazy. Because this book, unless I write it, ain't going to happen. But you know it's going to happen. Because I'm the anointed one. And I've seen your face. And showing me your face allows me to know for a fact that I'm the guy writing the book, that you exist, and you just need someone to write it. Afterward, everything takes care of itself. It's heaven on a scroll. It's how other people can see your face too. And you can't. Based off my story, it seems to be that you have to earn it. Since no one else has seen his face and lived. Moses hid his face from God's face. But since I've seen your face, I know you're there. And my background does all the heavy lifting. Just who I am going into the episode. And in the book, I'm at the stage now where I've seen his face. I have shown the event. And it's the naturalization process to enter heaven on earth. Afterward, stabilize, move on with your life, man. You've done it, because when you see his face, to reinforce that he exists, you'll have shot. His motive is to reinforce that he exists. You'll have shot a movie on your phone, just like I am now, footage like this, that then can be broadcast to the world on a platform anointed by you via Stars Over Jerusalem, when the first version of the movie was shot. The first book of your millennial testament was shot, and it has your taste on it because you created or facilitated the entire thing. It's got people you trust in it, top producers, booking agents, Hollywood cinematographers, presidents. All it needs is an audience. Once you have that audience, it's time to rock and fucking roll. Heaven on a scroll. Sorry I haven't been making videos, Scott. He doesn't talk back, by the way. He only shows his face. Gives you coincidence.